Good morning, Year 10. We're going to be looking at a 2 bullet point question, which is worth 12 marks. You've just done it in real time. I'm also going to do it in real time to allow you to mark it and to show you what a good one looks like. Now, I'm going to type it, so I'm going to take a minute off my time. You should have 5 minutes for each paragraph. I'm only going to give myself about 4 minutes to try and do a good paragraph for this question, comparing the impact of McCarthyism with the impact of changes to popular culture. Okay, so our question is, which of the following had a greater impact on American life in the 1950s? And I am going to start the time now. Okay, excuse my typing. I'm going to try and go really fast. So let's start off by making a judgment. So I believe that McCarthyism had a greater impact on American life because it increased the fear of communism. That's my starting sentence, okay? Then I can put some detail in it. So Joseph McCarthy, who was he? Joseph McCarthy aimed to spread the fears of communism throughout American society. He claimed, let's put some evidence in, he claimed to have knowledge of 200 government officials with who shared the ideas of the communists. Okay, so that's roughly who he is. We're thinking about impact though, so we say McCarthyism led to people losing their job due to blacklisting. We could give an example of that, a concrete example. Charlie Chaplin, the famous actor, was forced to leave America due to being blacklisted. Just fix that. Due to being blacklisted and unable to work in the States. Okay. Now we're thinking about impact all of the time. So these fears of communism then. The fear of communism led America to engage in the Korean War. That's a clear example of the fear of communism. Now, communism had spread after Second World War. It spread through Eastern Europe. Quick time check. We're on 2 minutes 30. We're doing okay. Communism was spread through Eastern Europe after the Second World War, and America's policy of containment. Another key word for us, that idea of trying to keep communist countries, making sure that communism doesn't spread to other places. America's policy of containment had been unsuccessful. In Korea, America was aiming to prevent the north of the country from spreading. I'll just make it clear that the north was communist, to prevent the communist north of the country from spreading into the south. This was driven by the fear of McCarthyism, the fear of communism, which McCarthy had brought to America. To America. For this reason, how are we doing for time? 12 seconds. For this reason, I believe that McCarthyism had the greater impact on American life in the 1950s. Okay, so there's one paragraph. You would then go on from that paragraph. That was 4 minutes. You've got about 5 minutes. You would then go on and do another 5 minutes about the second bullet point, the changes to popular culture. Again, using judgmental language all the way through, saying which you think is the most important. and had the biggest impact, and then you do a conclusion where you brought those ideas together. Okay, thank you.